this is the Yankee puzzle variation, and it's a 12-inch block. I believe the original Yankees puzzle had two flying geese going in each direction. I'm not quite sure, but this is a variation of it. There are only two patches here, the half square triangle and the quarter square triangle. And the only two units are the half square triangle unit and the flying geese unit. Here is what 4 of them look like together, block to block. And this is a 4x4 grid, which means each unit in the grid finishes at 3 inches because our block is 12 inches. Now here are the patches. Patch A is a 3-inch finished half square triangle. We'll cut squares that are 3 7/8 inches. Cut each one in half once diagonally, and we'll have 2 patches. These are the half square triangles and then the sky part of the flying geese. Patch B is a quarter square triangle, 6-inch finished. We'll cut 1 square at 7 1/4 inches. Cut it in half diagonally twice. Now, one of the things about this is we only need 1 of these. This will make 4 patches. We only need 1 of each accent fabric. You'll have 3 of each of these left over. Here are the 2 sets of AccuQuilt dies you can use for these patches. We're going to start by putting together the half square triangles. Then we're going to sew the half square triangles together like this. And then we'll make our flying geese and put the block together. Here at the bottom tells you the units in the block. They're half square triangles and they take up 8 grid spaces. And the flying geese also take up 8 grid spaces. Here are the numbers we're using for the 12-inch block. If you want a smaller 8-inch block, here are the unit sizes. And remember, these are the finished size of each unit. So 2 inches would be the finished size of the half square triangle, and 2x4 would be the finished size of the flying geese. That would make an 8-inch block. Now here are the fabrics I've chosen. There are 4 different accent fabrics, and half of these are for the half square triangles and the other half are for the flying geese, the sky part of the flying geese. For all of these are triangles, the half square triangles and the quarter square triangle. I use the Deluxe Corner Trimmer from Marty Michelle. It's this tool I showed you yesterday, if you saw yesterday's, to trim all these corners. And I did that for all of these pieces since all of these pieces are triangles. Now I'm going to sew all the half square triangles together, and I'm going to sew the flying geese units together. The flying geese units are sewn like this. And I chain piece these. Well, I chain piece the half square triangles too. You're going to flip this over and all of your corners are cut, so they should match up pretty good. And you're going to stitch 1/4 inch on this side. After you're finished, you'll press the seams open and then go on the other side the same way and line these up, the bottoms, the side, and the corner, and then stitch 1/4 inch here and press your seams open. Now I'll go and piece all these units. There's a if you want to see my demonstration of chain piecing, stay tuned for a 59-second video showing how I do it. Now, once we have our half square triangles pieced, we're going to piece the like colors together like this. So piece all of these like this. And you'll have 4 of these rectangle shapes. Here are our flying geese units, and here are the half square triangles sewn together. And we'll take these now and sew them like this. Just follow the diagram and it will show you which way it goes. And remember to match your point here. Put the half square triangles on top when you sew these together. Line up your edges, and then you can stitch. As you stitch down this side, you can see right where you want your stitching to go so you won't cut off the points. You go right here where where all the fabrics meet in a point, and then stitch your 1/4 inch. Continue. Then press your seams open. Our 4 corner pieces are done, and we just lay them out how we like them. Then we sew the top 2 together and the bottom 2 together, and then sew the rows together, and the block is finished. Thank you for watching.